in a ditch. It's about 40 degrees, give or take. A little chilly, but not bad. A nice fall day for late November. Weather here sounds good for 3 or 4 more days. We got anhydrous application going on as I speak. See the tanks over the hill. Everything here's been done. Over a mile long run, so don't take long to empty out a tank. Emptied out 4 tanks in about 2.5 hours. So. This is my other loader. Works along with that SVL Kubota skid steer track loader. Runs the same size bucket, it's just a general purpose bucket instead. Whereas my skid loader bucket works a lot better for scooping materials with the long floor on it. This thing, it's you got to work it to get a good bucket full. See here where we had the lime piled up in this old lane I use. About 300 ton of lime was piled here. I chiseled everything over next door, and we're good here. So. I gotta level it off a little bit though, it's a little rough. Would be nice to have it smooth for next year so I can park my truck here and load it for harvest season next year. But I got time to do that next spring. Priority's more getting rid of all this busted up concrete chunks I have right now, so. Cruising along about 7-8 miles an hour. I got about a mile to go. Take you guys along, give you some scenery. Down here where it's been freezing and thawing, a little bit of water setting. Got her in 4-wheel drive, so we'll mush right through it. Did some dirt work here, trying to get the water to run down the old pathway here instead of out through the field. It used to run down here and then it got filled in and had to scoop her out and move it over. a shout out to a certain person on YouTube. He knows who he is with a 1586 International. I might be putting this loader tractor up for sale. So save up your money and I would do a deal with you and trade this tractor to you, and I would take your 1586 tractor. This is a perfect tractor for you. It's a 2005 year. It's only got 1,000 hours on it. This would be a perfect tractor for you, buddy. 55 horse. I got the rear tires are loaded up with fluid. All I'd do is make a weight for the 3-point and put that on the back, and then you'd have pretty good weight on this thing. My skid loader pushes a lot harder than this, so I use that bucket on my skid loader off of this for snow usually, because it holds more snow, but it's hard to get on the ground and angle it. But this is about what you need size-wise for general purpose stuff. 55 horse and about 1,800 bucks. You can put a winter cabin on it. Essentially, this tractor is the same as a New Holland boomer. It was right when Case IH was just starting to dip back into the smaller tractor market. This tractor was a demonstrator. We bought it brand new with about 15 hours on it, if memory serves, out of W.G. Leffelman's Case IH dealership in Amboy, Illinois. But that dealership is not there anymore. It's now Johnson Tractor Case IH dealer in Amboy, Illinois. Johnson Tractor does everything for us. I dealt with that old dealership down there in Amboy before I'd drive up to the other dealership in Rochelle, Illinois, to Johnson Tractor, and did all my business, because the old dealership owner in Amboy was not very aggressive. He was a nice old guy. I dealt with his father-in-law originally, had started it. It was one of the oldest Case IH dealerships in the county, but not anymore. He he took it over for a few years from his father-in-law, and it came down from CNH Industrial that it was time to start pushing out single store dealerships. There might be a handful left, but there's not many. And the ones that are left are because they're a big seller usually. So it's just a little commentary on some things I like to talk about. But no, this tractor, it's the same thing. If you go back to 2005, would have been the same thing as a TC55 boomer tractor. They're not Korean built like the new ones that Case and New Holland use in the smaller lines. This tractor will run rings around those Korean built ones with a lot less issues. My neighbor has a Farmall 120, and it's that red version of an LS, and that tractor is nothing impressed. It was cheap. Will get up and go. It's got a foot throttle on it. Works good for this kind of stuff. 2,000 RPM it likes. 2,500 for 540 PTO RPM. My subdivision next door there, through the trees. You can see I got a lot of woods to take care of. pretty good overview of my woods. This isn't all of them. They go that way for another mile, about 2 miles east, my woods do. It goes around that way a little bit. It used to be an old pasture over that other hill. There's 2 creeks on either side of me. One over there, one over there. Try not to lose any chunks of concrete off this bucket full I have. I brought a few back here over the last couple of days. Getting down to the point I'm just going to hook onto a trailer, dumper trailer, and with the pickup and get rid of it all probably. That way I'm done with it. The camera went dead yesterday is why yesterday's video was cut short in the skid loader. But this will make up for it. Ditches. Slow down to cross them. You know what? I'm going to downshift down to the lower range. The tractor has 3 ranges with essentially 4 gears on this lever right here. It's 4 gears to each range and 3 ranges, and it's a shuttle transmission. You can shuttle it with no clutch, so pretty decent. Still isn't quite that when it comes to doing big jobs, dirt-wise, but it handles anything I like to do with it, oddball stuff, so it's faster to drive too. So that skid loader only goes like 7.5s in high, so. See over the bank there, that's the creek. That's the hole I'm trying to fill still. I just have the thing at idle, so that's why it's slow. I'll give you guys a quick shot over the bank there. There's the tractor if you want to see it quick, and the bucket. Not a bad little tractor for what it is, 4-wheel drive. And here's what I've been slowly working on. All that stuff there I got to dig out yet. This is just where I'm trying to build the bank up a little bit so it's a little safer to work here. Next to all that stuff. And the plan is, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to have to cross the creek over there somewhere or make a crossing. Or I'll just have to go around the other side of the creek and come in from the subdivision side down the hill. There used to be a trail over there. The old bridge washed out and creates a issue to my side of the creek here where it's the water's trying to flow around the plug, and so I got some oddball things to do here and there yet. I'll clean them ones that rolled in the creek out yet. I'm not trying to dam it up by any means. I just need to get all that wooden crap out of there. And I was just trying to build this bank up enough to where it's safe to be on. And it's better than it was, but I'm not 100% about it yet. Because it used to stick out about 5-6 feet further than it did. So you can see where it's collapsed in. Over the past couple of years it's really gotten bad. So this has been an ongoing project. It was fine until all that shit washed in there. That burns my ass. Idiots and their bridges that had to have their trail through here, and then they didn't anchor it right. So there it is. And another hole I filled in. Got it plugged up anyways. But if I got that crap out of there, the creek would flow a lot smoother and keep me from losing this bank right here, which is happening. So, anything else, I'll let you guys know. Hope you enjoyed all that. Pretty informative this time. But yeah, any questions? I'll do an overview on that thing sometime. I give a little overviews here and there, but I'll give a major one on that too. That's pretty self-explanatory, that one is, but it does everything I ask it to. I'm not going to do anything with it today because it's a Sunday deal. I'm just kind of doing some piecemeal work because it's a nice day. But anything else, I'll let you guys know. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.